Digitalis, a plant that cures and kills. This plant, scientifically known as Digitalis purpurea, is very familiar to me, as I grew up with them around me in a rural area of Galicia. We commonly called them trochels, an onomatopoeia of the sound they made when we children played at popping their bells, covering the open ends with 2 fingers and hitting them hard against the palm of our hand. The older people gave them various names, including estralotes, which in Galician means something like explosions or explosers, and didalera, due to the resemblance to a thimble that its bell-shaped flowers had. They were abundant in many uncultivated places, and often escorted us along the edge of the paths with their majestic appearance that could exceed 1.5 meters in height, displaying a striking pinkish or deep red color. Until I began to take an interest in nature, I never suspected that this plant, so common to me, could have the properties that I discovered. Fortunately, it never occurred to me to investigate what Digitalis tasted like, since it was not at all strange in my childhood to carry out my own empirical analyses on the flavor, texture, and other issues of any fruit that caught my attention. Perhaps I was stopped by the strong smell that it gave off when I crushed the stems. Later I learned that this plant was a true jewel for pharmacology. It produces a series of active substances included within the glycosides, tannins, acids, etc., of great use in heart conditions. What is more, such substances, such as digitoxin, have not yet been able to be replaced by any other product, and therefore this plant is, in that sense, unique. For centuries, Digitalis has been used as an excellent healer of external wounds, but its internal use is already a big deal, and this field is absolutely reserved for pharmacology. An adequate dose allows the heart rate to be regulated effectively, but it is so critical and precise that just 1 gram too much can have serious consequences. The administered dose can be a medicine or a poison. 10 grams of a Digitalis leaf can cause death in an adult. Within a few minutes of ingestion, severe cardiac arrhythmias occur, the activity of the sympathetic nervous system is inhibited and the heart drastically reduces its beat and blood pressure, resulting in sudden death from cardiac arrest. In this regard, it is worth mentioning Paracelsus, the famous physician and alchemist of the Middle Ages, precursor of modern pharmacology, who said, "Everything is poison and nothing is poison, only the dose makes something not a poison." You see, this plant can be our ally or our enemy. Everything depends on the dose with which it is viewed. Thank you for following me.